every rifle, let's come on down here so we can see. So is there anybody that's left-handed? Nobody? Okay, so everybody's right-handed. Good. That makes it easier. These are right-handed rifles. Okay, so you'll see these right here. These are called a chamber flag. Okay, a chamber flag. And so with the chamber flag, when these red lights are on, we got to make sure we have the chamber flag in, okay? Because it's a way for me to look down the line. The parents can see these guns are clear. This is about the safest I can make the gun because I cannot put something into my chamber, okay? What the chamber flag does a couple things, right? So it prevents a round from going in the chamber, but also they're long enough where they're actually going all the way up in this area to make sure there's no obstruction in the barrel. It's a safety thing, which you never want anything in the chamber because it can cause an explosion if we send another round down range, okay? So, couple things. So who wears a backpack? Nobody? Nobody wears a backpack? You wear a backpack? School backpack? Okay, so you know where your strap goes? So the strap goes, you know, where this is going to go where your strap goes, okay? So if you're a right-handed shooter, what we're going to do is when I say range is hot, we're going to have our eyes and ears on, okay? I'm going to say get the gun into the firing position. So what that means is typically the rifle's going to be here. We're going to go ahead and pull this into this area because we're getting ready to shoot, right? And so what it looks like is for a right-handed shooter, this is going to go up against my shoulder just like this. You see how my finger's off the trigger? Okay? So my finger's never going to be on that trigger until I give you that command to fire, okay? If I hear that before I say click, or excuse me, before I say fire, I'm going to stop you, okay? I'm going to be listening for that click, okay? The only time I should hear click is after I say fire, okay? And so we can adjust. These are great bipods, so depending on your height, we can adjust that because we want to be shooting straight through that target, okay? And so right-handed shooters, so we're going to get the rifle into the shooting, woo, it's a little loud. So what we're going to do is the first step is we're going to pull out this chamber flag, okay? Set that aside, okay? I have a box magazine. You'll see they're blue. They're not real, okay? These are dummy. I use them for illustration purposes, right? So my next command is I'm going to say load and make ready. So what you'll do is you'll seat that magazine with the bullets forward because they're going to go down the barrel. And then you're going to close that bolt, and then your finger's going to be off the trigger, going to make sure the gun's on safe, okay? If you see red, that gun can fire, okay? So remember red for what? Who remembers? Dead. Red for dead. Thank you so much. So if I can see red, that gun can fire. So I want to make sure the gun's on safe, okay? Once we're ready, okay, everybody's going to be on the same page. I'm going to say shooters ready. Shooters ready, okay? So that's where you're going to kind of be up in this area, right? Your finger's still off of that trigger. You're just like this. See how I'm doing that? And you'll see you have a front sight here. You've got a rear sight here. And you're going to line that with the bullseye. The bullseye is either yellow or orange, depending on the color of your target, okay? You see that? So I'll say shooters ready, stand by. Then my next command is going to be fire, okay? When I give the command fire is the only time I should hear this. That's the only time. So what we're going to do is when I say fire, you're going to go up on that gun. You're going to line the front sight with the rear, click it off safe, and then you're just going to press that trigger. The gun's going to go bang. We take our finger off the trigger, and then my next command is cycle back on safe. Cycle back on safe. So this rifle has to cycle before I can put it back on safe. Okay, so what happens, I go like this, I kick out that round, I chamber another one, then I put the gun back on safe, and then my finger comes off of that trigger again, okay? And then I wait for the next command. We do it over and over again till 70 or 80 rounds are downrange. Does that make sense? You guys clear? I threw a lot at you. It'll all make sense once we have the guns, okay? Does that make sense? Okay, perfect. Any questions? No questions? Okay, so I'm going to drop my magazine, and then what I'll do is, And then we'll put the chamber flag in, guns on safe, and then I'm going to check out the rifles. So everybody's going to go to their station, and I'll show you how we check out the rifle. You excited? I am. And scared. It's kind of a controlled fear. You know what I mean? Dad feels me.
Well, trepidation.
Trepidation, yeah.
Trepidation.
Proud to be
You're
an
not
American.
really scared. You're just feeling like there could be issues, but hopefully not.
There will not be an issue. Knock on wood. And the reason I say that is because we've done this a lot, and we're very regimented with what we do, and we have clear expectations. And this is something for you and the kids, okay? So I want the parents close by because I want you guys to see the process. Also, you're an extra set of eyes. We're always looking for finger off the trigger. So if that finger starts to kind of go down here, we're going to correct it. It's really, really important, okay? This is my safety, right? Does that make sense? Okay.